Hey guys, it's T and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be kind of a quasi rant because quite frankly, child, I'm sick of this shit. I've been wanting to record this video for a little over a week, and honestly I've been going kind of back and forth about doing it, but I just settled on like, you just gotta get it out because it's just been bothering me. It's been weighing on my spirit, okay? I'm sure many of you have seen the recent Shea Moisture commercial that came out for Shea Moisture Men. It featured many gorgeous, I'll concede to that, black men, black bearded men in this commercial. Quite frankly, the commercial didn't really feature them doing much of anything. They were kind of just cutting back and forth between various men, kind of, you know, chin up face shots. And then there was like some skateboarding, like city life, lifestyle thing. But let's keep it honest, let's keep it real. That commercial was for black women. It was to black women because there's been this whole bearded movement, like all hail bearded men of all hues and sizes and colors and shapes and everything. Let me insert this personal tidbit that T is not really a fan of beards. I don't really care for facial hair. You know, if it looks good on you, like, I'm not mad at it. Like, go you, I'm happy for you. I can appreciate it if it looks good on you. But if I had the opportunity to like build my perfect man, like, I can't say to you that he would have a beard unless he just looked exceptionally good with said beard. Strange but true. I'm one of the few women, I guess, that just don't really have this crazy insane love for facial hair. It's just not my thing. Anyways, you've probably heard about the beard group that went from like 0 members to over 1 million members in a weekend. This trend is real. This, I don't even want to call it a fad because I think it's has much more longevity than a fad or a trend. But this is a very real thing. Women are into beards. They're into bearded men, right? So like I said, let's be frank, this commercial was geared towards women and black women because we're talking about Shea Moisture. There were black men in this commercial, right? And this commercial, like I said, was for Shea Moisture Men products. It featured many popular popular men who have been featured from Instagram. And I will insert a few snippets from this commercial in this video. But let's get to what I did not appreciate. So if you noticed this Shea Moisture ad, you must remember that earlier this year, Shea Moisture was under the scrutiny of, Shea Moisture was getting dragged in the internet courts for a commercial geared towards women, about women. In that commercial, I forget what the hashtag was, but it seemed to make a mockery of the very real pain points and struggles and challenges and let's just be frank, discrimination that many women with curly, kinky hair of whatever type, whatever color or racial background they come from, experience and have experienced on a regular basis. It seemed to make a mockery of that. So they were under fire. Following that commercial and the backlash from it, Shea Moisture CEO did a round of interviews and press to try to kind of quell those flames. I watched most of them and I found him to be repeatedly condescending towards black women in particular, because we were the majority of the audience who was offended and who was speaking out very pointedly about this commercial. He on many occasions said that basically said we didn't understand business, and that being successful in this space, especially because it's becoming more and more crowded as time goes on, means that they need to broaden their audience, which is understood. It's all about the way you go about it, which Black women for the most part didn't appreciate with that commercial. I was personally offended by the commercial on some level, but I was more offended by the way the CEO spoke after the backlash. That condescension, I wasn't feeling all that. So I canceled Shea Moisture after that incident. I was done with them. I have been an avid user of their products. In fact, I have a video on my channel where I reviewed the Jamaican Black Castor Oil line that came out like 2 or 2.5 years ago. So I have been a regular user of Shea Moisture probably before the last like year or so. But at that moment, I haven't, to be honest, I haven't purchased any of their products in quite a while, because as a beauty blogger, I am regularly reviewing hair products. So that requires me to, that often means that I'm not using any particular brand or product on a regular basis, just because I have to keep trying new things in order to have something new to talk about. But after that incident, I made a vow to not purchase any more of their product. I don't use their product anymore either, and I will not. Let me also say that when companies have issues with customer service, or they've had issues and incidents with product, basically any incident where a customer has to complain about anything, to me, I'm less upset about the incident that caused me to complain and more focused on how you respond to the incident. That is going to be the telltale sign as to whether I will patron that business again. And in my opinion, Shea Moisture failed in how they responded to the incident, and that is why I canceled them. So, circling back to this beard commercial, like I said before, this commercial was for Black women. I think they took a break. They kind of, stayed off the scene, didn't cause any more drama in the last like 6 months or so nobody was really talking about them. And here they come after the height of this beard, what is it called? Beard Game Matters group on Facebook that reached 1 million plus members in a weekend. This was just like last month. Here they come with this beard commercial that doesn't show any products, doesn't feature any of these men using any products. It's just them in their face. And these are men that have been plucked from Instagram and social media because they have huge followings, because women love their beard. This is a commercial geared towards women, and they're all Black. This was geared towards Black women. It was pandering to get them back in the fold. And for many of you, it worked. For me, it did not. Shea Moisture, you're still canceled. You were condescending after the original incident with the women in that hair commercial earlier this year, and now you're pandering to us with Black men with beards because you realize that women love beards. If you were really using the commercial to market to men about your beard products, you might have showed them using it, or you might have showed the product at all. I don't know. I know that women do the bulk of the purchasing decisions when it comes to especially beauty and personal care items within the home. But still, like I said before, y'all didn't show none of the items in the commercial. So, like, what exactly was the point? You wanted women to swoon and fall in love with these beards. I still didn't forget what happened earlier this year. I still didn't forget how the CEO was condescending, particularly to Black women, about business, about who we support, who we choose to support with our dollars. So yeah, I'm good on y'all. And even if your products were my favorite product in the world, at some point you have to choose your morality and your ethics. Like, it has to be, a choice has to be made. And there's far too many businesses out here on the market in the natural hair care space who are catering to the needs of natural hair women, that seem to keep their businesses on the up and up, that seem to keep their commercials and outreach on an even like scale. They're not offending anyone. There are too many black owned businesses who are doing the same thing that you are doing. There are too many black women owned businesses that understand their consumer better. They understand how to speak to their consumer better. And I'm sorry, Shea Moisture, you failed twice now. And I'm good on it. Like, I'm good on all of that. So you just all the way cancel. Like, you still cancel. All the way cancel. I'm not here for it. And check it. I can see those bearded men on my own. Thanks. So, you guys let me know how you feeling about the Shea Moisture bearded, Shea Moisture men commercial, and if you felt like it was an honest attempt to reach out to men about their hair care, or I guess, yeah, hair and beard care products, or if you felt like it was a low-key pander to black women to kind of get them back in the fold, to maybe get them to forget the incident earlier this year, and maybe how that commercial and how it made, you know, the masses feel, made them forget that we canceled them. Yeah, black women delegation, like, let me know what you feeling, because I ain't feeling them. Not feeling Shea Moisture, and y'all gonna have to do better than that. Y'all gonna have to do better than stringing a bunch of good looking black men across my screen to make me forget how you made me feel as a black woman, not only in the commercial, but in your repeated failed attempts to clean up the backlash from the commercial. Y'all gonna have to do better than that. And that's not a shot at black men. Like, y'all gorgeous, y'all beautiful, especially the men in that video. I ain't got nothing against you, but I'm not here for what Shea Moisture tried to do with that commercial. I'm just not here for it, and they still not getting none of my points. Y'all canceled. I don't want nothing to do with y'all. Nothing. Let me know in the comment section how you feeling about that commercial. I'll leave a link to the commercial in the description box. And be sure to give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And even if you didn't, if you feel the opposite, let me know in the comment section. Like, we can talk about it, but still give this video a thumbs up, because, you know, we spurring conversation, we talking, we chatting, or whatever. And then right after you give the video a thumbs up, be sure to hit the subscribe button, which is just a little bit below the thumbs up button. I really need you. I want you to join the fam. Come on in. Come on in. I will see you guys in the next video. Cheers.